Hey y'all, it's Sky, or Sky Babe, but whatever, because Sky Babe's on my YouTube thing, whatever. Okay, so this video is kind of about relationships, because I thought, you know what, why not do a story time, because today is my anniversary with my boyfriend, yay! But this story time is going to be about one of my breakups, and we all know how breakups go, like, you either get hurt, or you duck the person and they get hurt, or whatever. So, sorry. So, the first thing I guess I would say is, before you start dating someone, make sure you know one. And yes, this is a paintbrush because, well, I paint in my room. But make sure you know them. I guess relationship advice, but not really advice, but it's also story time. So, but make sure you know them. That's like the most important thing. Make sure you know them very well and they're not going to cheat. If you know one of their exes and you're friends with them, girl, ask them. Like, that's what you need to do at first. Like, you don't want to get yourself hurt. So, yeah. So this relationship lasted about maybe 6 months. Sorry. My hair looks terrible and I even brushed it, everything I need to do, but we're just gonna move on. Okay, so basically, make sure you, okay, I'm not gonna say the real name because, yeah. So I'm just gonna call him L, because his name starts with L, so we're just gonna call him L. So L and I knew him for a while because my friend introduced me to him, and her name started with C, so we're gonna call her C. So C introduced me to L, and she had a crush on L, and but sadly he liked me, but she was already over it for some reason, so she could have been lying. I can understand that, but then she found someone herself, so she found someone, and she's like rambling it to me, like screaming and cheering because she's a girl who likes to scream. I just say yay. So she's just there like, oh my gosh, girl, me and this guy got together. And I'm like, girl, congratulations. So yeah, and so next thing you know, me and him started talking for a little while, and he's like, and then one day he's like, hey, and I was like, what's up, man? And next day he was like, technically I said howdy, but it's whatever. And so he was like, well, I had to ask you something very important, be honest. I was like, okay, tell me, dude. Because we are really good friends at that point. And so he was like, do you want to go out with me? And next I was like, yeah, sure, dude. Because I trusted him. Which was a big mistake, but whatever. And so, I was like, yeah, that'd be great. Even I was scared that would ruin our friendship. Which, of course, it did. But then again, it wasn't technically my fault, but whatever. And so next thing you know, well, it takes two to make a wrong, so it was, but you know, whatever. And also, I am making this Sunday on my anniversary, the 24th. This is the 24th today. And this is today's Sunday. This will be going up tomorrow, which is Monday, which I'm sure y'all know dates, so y'all can, whatever, but yeah. So this will go up tomorrow, even though today's my anniversary. I just can't stop smiling. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Put a straight face on. So anyways, back to this story. Oh yeah, before I start, I can make a GTA Online video if y'all would like that. Like, I love GTA. I can make a GTA Online video if y'all would like that. So yeah, but back to the point. This video, let's get to it. Alright. And so it was really good at first. Everything was great. Everything was going smooth. And then when it came to like the second month, he was like, hey, I know what we should do. And I was like, what? He was like, we should go to the movies. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And next thing I know, when I was kind of asked my mom, she said, of course, if you want. And this and that, he's like, oh, I can't go. And I'm like, why? You're the one who wanted to do it. And he was like, well, stuff changes, honey. And I'm like, well, still. And next thing you know, it was coming around to that breaking point where like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm so done. And then I get a text message from two girls who has messages from him to prove it to me. And at that point, I didn't really even trust them. So I'm like, oh gosh, what do they want? And so they're like, hey, honey, are you dating Lee? Lisa. No, I'm just kidding. They're like, hey, are you dating Elle? And next time I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, I think y'all, they're both were like, I think you need to see this. And I was like, okay, what is it? And then she made messages where he's like, oh my gosh, y'all were the love of my life. I love both of y'all. And next time I'm like, so he has been telling other girls that he's in love with them and that they're like soulmates. And I'm over here like, what am I, trash to you? Am I gum where you could spit it out? And so, and chew me back up again and spit me back out. Like, so at that point, I was like, you know what, I'm so done. So what I go to her, I was like, so I heard that you've been doing that. He's like, oh, I am not doing it. I was like, I have messages to prove it. And he was like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, I cannot believe you. I was just trash to you and look what you did to me. And so at that point, I was just done. I was like, you know what, we're breaking up. And so he was like, wow, what kind of girl are you? I'm like, I'm the kind of girl who doesn't want to be cheated on. And after that, I was just done. And so next thing you know, me and him broke up. But make sure you know them very well and trust them with all your secrets and make sure they don't do that. So, yeah, this is it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Love y'all.